Really? I was only allowed to get up to outside. He said, well, you can lie in here next to your stuff. Yeah. And now, we go out there for half an hour a day. Okay, that's nice. But we go into the city. Yeah, we do like my sister family watching there. Just Charles. Was on the TV. The one day
81. 80?
81. Yeah, 81.
Yep. Well, they should have somebody entertaining and distracting. But it's a interesting mix. Yeah, but thank God. What's the end result? Healthy child. That's right. Yep.
We're just lucky they're here, right?
That's right. That's our gift. That's our gift.
How long is it out?
23. There's 23 go 27 right beside us. So just a couple.
I'm going as much green as I could have in the green year and a half.
Yeah.
Right, the green screen.
Our eldest is in LA.
One of my kids paid.
Ridiculous stories too.
You don't want when it's in here, you know, inside, it's hard to get the
No matter what you want, it's okay.
Very much but
I know. I just moved to
Oh, you want to get it?
Lori, right?
Yeah. Shabbat Shalom. It's so nice to be with all of you here present in our courtyard and those who are joining us online. It's so good to be with everyone. And of course, no Shabbat service can really begin without the light of the Shabbat candles. So we must continue now with the light of the Shabbat candles. We call upon Shannon Brown and Dana Brody Brown. We're on pages 3 and 2.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'zihanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Now that we welcome Shabbat, I invite you to welcome the person next to you, wish each other Shabbat Shalom.
We turn to page 12 with one of these introductory psalms to get us ready to welcome Shabbat.
And we're using the regular pages, so
Yes,
just the
we
normal
are,
pages,
so-
not the blue pagination, just go to the normal pages.
So it might be new for you, but I hope you'll join in with me. You'll pick it up. I'll teach a little bit as we go along. I know you all like to sing. I heard you on our first opening song. So start on ooh. Ooh. One more time. Let's Nice.
Cool. I like
Bring that one back.
Yeah. Page 17.
Adonai Eloheinu,
Middle of the page.
V'nishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, v'nishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, v'nishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'nishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'nishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'nishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'nishtachavu lehar kodsho.
Page 20, we continue with Lechat Dodi.
Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, yishmi'anu el hamichad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem el tiferet v'nitila lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nacha, ki hi mekor ha'beracha, merosh mikadem nesucha, sofa aseh b'machshavat tefila lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Hitzoreri, ki ba'orei kumiori, uri shir daveri, kevod Adonai alayif nigla lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi. Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, tov emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Lecha dodi.
24 with Shalom Aleichem.
Bring it down just a little bit, as they say. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, V'Yiveh Alfei Amrakim, Ha'kadosh Baruch Hu, Koachem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, V'Yiveh Alfei Amrakim, Ha'kadosh Baruch Hu. Barkuni l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, v'yiveh alfei hamlakim, hakadosh baruch hu. Zeichem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, v'yiveh alfei hamlakim, hakadosh baruch hu. Ya ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la Hakadosh Baruch Hu.
Chati Kaddish on page 26.
Yitkadash Shmei Hava, Ve'amad Yivrach Yirtei Ve'amif Malchutei, Ve'chayevon od Yomecha, U'chayetecho Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, U'bizman Karev Ve'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmeira Mevorach, Le'adam Ulom Ve'amaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalach, Shemei Kudsha, Richud Le'ela, Min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata le'nechemata, Tamir l'Ameha, ve'imeru, Amen.
We continue with Baruch Hu on page 28. Please rise if you're able, either physically or in spirit.
La
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בדברו מעריב ערבים, בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה עיתים, ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדר את הכוכבים, ומשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה, כולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר יום מביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. וחי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. Page 31. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change. And within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim. It's interesting that on the next set of pages that we have these great readings about love. And today, I don't know if you're aware, today's a minor Jewish holiday, Tu B'Av, which is really the date in the month of Av. And it's kind of cool because although it does have Mishnaic foundation, it's a Talmudic holiday somewhat, it really wasn't, I hate to use the word resurrected until the modern state of Israel. And it really has become this, almost like a Valentine's Day for Israel, but it's an opportunity to really connect to that loving energy around us. And what's great about this week's Torah portion is that it connects to this, as we'll talk a little bit about, and that's the idea that the people of Israel, part of their relationship is about love. It's loving God. So at the core of relationship, it's about love, however we define that word. And I love that. I think that's what it's all about in the end for all of us. And so let us continue with Ahavat Olam. Let's do the read on the top of page 33 together, please. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And with that loving energy, invite us to take a deep breath in. Exhaling out. Another deep cleansing breath in as you feel that sense of love surround each of us. Page 36, we continue with Ve'ahavta. Please be seated if you are able.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם ושבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ושוכבך וקומך וקשרתם לגות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 37, let's join together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you are rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They're reminders to do all my mitzvot, so you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Page 39, we continue responsibly. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there's one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage into Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and peace. Let us show your joy as you
Page 40.
וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts. We may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'poreh sukat shalom aleinu, v'kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be
continue now the central portion of our worship with our tefillah on pages 46 and following. Please rise if you're able again in spirit or physically, whatever works for you. Please be seated. Page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. Ratzeh Adonai Eloheinu, you are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, and our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. And on page 59, God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, atov shimcha lached na'eh na'avod. I invite you to close your siddur for just a moment. As I I said at the beginning, this week's Torah portion, as we are now in the book of Deuteronomy, getting closer and closer to the high holidays. We just had the holy day of Tisha B'Av, which is a day we commemorate the destructions of the first and second temple. And here we have in our Torah portion, Bet Hanan, from the book of Deuteronomy. Like I just said, the Israelites reminded right before they're going to enter the promised land of their love of God. Well, this is also a very special Shabbat because it's Shabbat Nachamu also. I love Shabbat Nachamu in one way. In one way, it scares the heck out of me. I'll explain. What this means is that it's the first of 7 Haftarot portions we have in a row that lead us literally to Rosh Hashanah. So the first Shabbat after Tisha B'Av is Shabbat Nachamu, which we are at today. The Haftarah is from the book of Isaiah, as the next 6 after this one will be. They are called the Sheva de Nechemta, the 7 Haftarot of comfort. Now why? Why do we need this? It's really a good opportunity, actually, to think about it. This is the time for us to reflect, right? We're preparing for the high holidays. We're going to wipe the slate clean. We're going to start over. But traditionally, for us, that's the time when we'd be judged also. Pretty scary. Who shall live? Who shall die? Right? We all know that prayer very well. That's coming up for Rosh Hashanah. So there's that sense of angst. Shabbat Nachamu, in this Haftarah portion, is a reminder that we're going to be comforted. Relax. You're going to be fine. That's what the traditions tell us. You're going to be fine. Because in the end, it's about being mensches. And we're all mensches, right? So we should be fine. But I love that because it's a reminder for us, actually, just to be gentle with ourselves. I don't need to tell you, but we're really hard on ourselves, right? Right? We are. This is the time for us to be gentle. This is the time not to be so judgmental upon ourselves, but to really look at how do I want to be a better person? Not to beat ourselves up, but to improve ourselves. So I invite us in this moment of reflection as we approach closer and closer to those Chagim. We are now in that comforting state of our tradition. May we feel that sense of being enveloped by our tradition and by that loving energy we have with God as we now pause in silent reflection. focus our energies toward those who are ill and in need of healing. As we take that comforting energy towards each of them, as we think of Sandra Adams, Sam Rendez, Hannah Bat Miriam, Eliana Bat Hannah, Ivan Aronson, Bob Bell, Robert Berg, Mort Berlant, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Sarah Beinstock, Sandy Beinstock, W.L. Bradley, Rich Burns, Esther Burton, Bob Kant, Dr. Edward Kahn, Nicole Chapman, Chu Chi, Sandra Cohen, Lori Vensky, Carolyn Franklin, Barbara Friedman, Jason Fishoff, Ali Fugit, Mandy Gillis, Harry Glaze, Mary Gold, Ted Guglin, Rosie Gurman, Courtney Hansen, Linda Harris, Dr. Gary Height, Mimi Jones, Evelyn Katz McCosker, Liatzvia Batliva Elchanan, Carol Lerner, Shirley Lerner, Caroline Lesage, Litia Leos, Bobby Lotman, Austin Lucero, Janice Lucero, Karen Mack, Eva Misley, Vivian Cooper Moore, Gunther Mayberg, Brad Parkins, Stephanie Rasmussen, Carol Ross, Linda Rogers, Ben Rubin, Marilyn Rudy, Dolores Sams Hoy, Gary Sanders, Laura Sanders, Malachi Sorensen, Meyer Shaddix, Donna Shine, Sybil Summer, Roberta Stivelman, Donna Thyman, Pham Tai Train, Gina Thrower, Wendy Okumwegel, Teresa Walsh, Jeannie Watson, Nancy Weisenfeld, Sue Whitten, Sherman Wong, Brendan Yarkin, Madison Zales, and everyone who's suffering from coronavirus. If you wish to add another name to a hymn list, I invite you to raise your hand.
Barry Brown.
Thank you.
Meredith Burnham and I think.
Thank you. Thank you. We wish upon all of those we mentioned, refuah shlema, speedy complete recovery, as we join together praying for their better health. We do a Misha Berach by Debbie Friedman.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. My name is Shannon Brown, and on behalf of Temple Emanu-El's Board of Trustees, I'm thrilled to welcome you to our Patio Shabbat. Tomorrow is July 24th is Shabbat in Nature at Mount Emanu-El. The capacity for this event has been filled. For those who signed up to hike, Nancy Weintraub will be leading a hike at the Bald Mountain parking lot at 8 a.m. Otherwise, we'll meet at the summit at 10 a.m. On Tuesday, join the rabbi for his weekly chat on Zoom. On Wednesday, the newly formed local Dayenu Circle will meet on Zoom at 7 p.m. Our Green Team, in conjunction with the other South Bay synagogues, have formed a new Dayenu Circle, which aims to bring local Jews together to work on climate action. Personally, I'm very excited about this. And please do join us if you can. Next Shabbat morning, Jordan Rose will be our first in-person bat mitzvah at 10:30 a.m. in the sanctuary. Please register to attend. In person. The following Friday, August 6th, after services, our membership committee is excited to invite you to a delicious summer Shabarbecue. When you sign up for services, you'll be asked about Shabarbecue as well. There's a 75-person limit, so sign up now. Finally, JFS's Back to School drive has been extended through August 1. If you're able to participate in helping a student in need start school right, pick up a tag here on the easel. Oliver is turning around. Or visit the link from our website where you can fill backpack requests to fulfill. Find backpack requests to fulfill, sorry. Items can be dropped off at the JFS office or in specially marked bins at the VB campus. Shabbat Shalom.
We continue with Elaine on page 282. Please rise if you're able, either physically or in spirit. Service, we think about members of our family and our community who have died recently or in years past. I invite you, upon hearing the name of your loved one, if you choose to stand as a sign of love and grief for that person, and to remain standing till all the names on our yahrzeit list have been recited. Then together we'll all rise. On this Shabbat, we're mindful of those that are grieving the Shiva, the first week of mourning for Carol Bitter. We also think of those that are grieving the Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning for Marilyn Siller. As well as those that are grieving the Shana, the first year mourning for Leon Averick, Robert Baker, Pauline Anderson Berkowitz, Tony Berliner, Roy Robert Creech, Bill Davenport, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Charles Green, former president of our congregation, Bob Hirsch, Rita Kane, Selma Karchung, Janet Katz, Kevin Krieger, Hal Latz, Father Bill Leninger, Marian Suni Levin, Michal Lubin, Michael Meltzer, Manny Migdal, Roberta Stivelman Newman, Patricia Orozco, Arlene Ravel, David Reiser, Steve Reese, Cami Resnick, Edith Robinson, Stanley Rosen, Steve Rosenthal, Lois Rosette, Betty Rossman, Boris Supak, B. Chandler Shaw, Kit Snyder, Greg Stiller, Joel Strauss, Gunther Vogler, Carol Wachtenheim, Marty Weisblatt, Henry Wild Sr., Florence Winnig, Minnie Wolfson. We also think of the following yahrzeits to observe on this Shabbat. So think of Barbara Abrams, Lottie Berman, Dora Blaustein, Rose Blickman, Alfred Brenner, John W. Christian, Louis Deshotsky, Eli Enton, Isidore Farber, Jackie Fazio, Sam Fishoff, Samuel Gersley, Annette Goldstein, Jim Gunn, Pat L. Hunter, Leo Ivner, Ann Jacobs, Reuven Jeffy, Julius Katzman, Helen Kerr, Harry Kessler, Michael Kate, Howard Creighton, Bertha Crystal, Pasha Land, Janice Lachey, Victor Levine, Milton Lichtbach, Frida Madzel, Naomi Meyer, Barry Melnick, Beatrice Motel, Isaac Orloff, Joseph Pintoff, Mildred Rukowski, Herbert Ravel, Aaron Ress, Max Roberts, Max Sachs, Verlene Salick, Mary Sokolov, Robert Solomon, Hippolito Soto, Harry Arnold Stern, Gladys Taub, Jeanette Waxman, Naomi Wolf, Joan Wolfgang, Leah Yaffe. Zichronam Libracha, may all the memories of our loved ones endure as a blessing as we all rise. Turning together to page 294 to recite together on Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabba, ve'omad divrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayachon uvyomechon, v'chayei dochol beit Yisrael, b'agalav uzman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach ve'olam u'mei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ach v'yitroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei v'kudeshav v'rechu. Le'olam yikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, darnivan ve'omar v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo Rabba mishmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'imru amen. V'osei shalom b'mkomav, v'yasei shalom, aleinu v'kol Yisrael. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to those who grieve among us, wherever they may be, as we say together. Amen. Please be seated.
We'll close this evening for Tu B'Av with a song of love. You should all have a song sheet. I hope that you picked up on your way in. Maybe you know this song. I think it's from the 80s or 90s in Israel. I forget how old it is.
I think you're right, yeah, I think you're right.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
If not, I think you'll pick it up pretty quickly, and I think it's just a really beautiful message. You have the translation there as well. Make the key a little higher.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm going to stay in the lower key.
Thanks a lot, appreciate that. time for a kiddush. So as per our new tradition, we're going to pass out little shots to everyone. And next week, we finally begin some food service. I'm very excited. Is it next week? 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, sorry. That's what it's barbecue. Barbecue's in 2 weeks. Okay, good. That's it.
Just sing a little of the Shamra.
I think so, Cantor. I love it.
Yeah.
A little bit Shamra
Just a couple of
action.
choruses.
Yeah, I love that.
This
Shamra.
Please join with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei v'ri hakafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu mitzvotav ve'atzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho ve'ahava uvratzon hintilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh bereishit, ki hu yom tefila lemikta'ei kodesh, zecher l'tzion Mitzrayim, ki anu b'chata ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim. Shabbat Kodshecha be'ahava u'ratzon hilchatanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen.
To a sweet Shabbat. L'chaim. B'kasha.
That much?
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I love the texture of your dress. Are you not It just say it again. Like Seinfeld. Kelsey Grammer, Frasier, right? Yeah. He was wonderful. I love that show. Yeah. Oh no. Going day. That's funny. Right? It's I mean, I taste the fruit sugar, but I guess obviously they put in much more higher you got it. Do you want to keep that? Do you want me to put it back? I think she might be quite
you know what these things have? They really are.
Yeah.